here we are, Scotland again. You probably can't hear because of the wind. There's a bit of snow. With my mate Tom, who made me get up this morning and climb up a mountain full of snow, and to see, we've seen some sheep, so that's a bonus. Well, we're still on the hill. You can see the weather behind us is coming in. Tom's still confident we're going to see something. I'm just looking forward to a cup of coffee. Right, we've made camp with Bear Grylls here. It's snowing a bit. There's a bit of wind. It's quite cold, so we're going to have a cup of coffee and a brew up, and we're going to sit here looking down that ride, and nothing's going to come out, and then we're going to move on in a couple of hours, even colder and wetter. This is fucking right. Here we are. I'm a bit happier now. Kettle's on, coffee's brewed, and Silent Bob here has said that I've got to be a bit more upbeat, so I'm fired up for the next 4 or 5 hours of the snow and cold and rain, and really looking forward to it. And as I'm speaking, the fog is coming in. We can't see more than 40 yards in front of us, but we've got a nice camp going under these trees, so happy days, thumbs up. Right, here we are. We're off the hill now, back at the truck. The weather got really bad up there. We have found just down this forestry track lots of signs of red deer, so this afternoon, this evening, we're going to have probably a sit out and wait and see if they come onto a bit of clear fell that's down below us down here. So that's our best chance at the minute. The snow's not relenting, and if you can see, if I point the camera that way, you can see that it's still totally whited out on the top there, so we got no chance of going up there. We're going to have a brew and then a bit of a dry out because we are a bit wet, and then we're going to go back out. Right, as you can see, it's nearly dark. It's about 5:30. We've been in the forestry block all afternoon, walking around after a bit of a break for some dry clothes in that snowstorm. We've seen some good signs of deer. No deer. We've taken a pretty treacherous ravine to get off the hill, so we've still got a bit of light. We've just got a little bit of about a mile walk back to the car, I guess. And we're going to start heading back and then back on it tomorrow. Now here we are at the start of day 2. As you can see, a lot of the snow's gone. Overnight there was a lot of rain. A lot of rain, which is a good thing, so it's made a bit easier today. We walked up through a forestry block to a track to a big ride, and we're going to sit down and look over that this morning. We're going to set up a bit of a camp, have a coffee, and we're going to sit here for a few hours because the deer do cross this. The open hill's still covered in snow, so that's probably out, and we're all in a really good mood and fired up. Well, we got ourselves set up in our camp. We're going to sit and wait here for 4 hours or so, 5 hours. Kettle's on, just ready, boiling, sun's out, things are looking good, the snow's melting. It's still chilly, but we're comfortable, we're dry. We're going to have a cup of tea, and then there's going to be about 500 deer come across this track, this ride in front of us in a minute, and we'll be alright. Oh, here we are. We've come out of the forestry where we're sitting waiting. We've walked around the hill, you can see behind us. It's very windy out there, very cold. The snow's gone, as you can see. Not a lot about, really. The one piece of very exciting news we've had, we did find some fresh deer droppings just about 6 foot behind us, which is the first one of this trip. So it's very quiet. We've got a plan for this evening. We're going to go and look at some clear fell towards the bottom where we saw some activity in the snow with deer going on it. So we'll see what happens there. Right, as you can see, we managed to get one. It's taken a bit of time to get across to it, that's why it's dark. But a nice 10-point stag, shot in a bit of clear fell. What a result. We've worked really hard for this one. And Tom's just doing a grand job, Silent Tom here, doing a grand job on gutting it for us. So that's the result. We saw 2 others, so good. Right, here we are in the morning of, we're going to be going home today. We did manage a stag last night, which was, well, yesterday afternoon, which was excellent. We couldn't get it out yesterday because of the terrain behind us. It was too dangerous. You'll see when we get down there, very steep, lots of trees. It was darkish by the time we got to the deer. So what we did when we came up, we marked the track here, just so we knew exactly where the deer is. And then the deer is down here, if we go down this way. So the deer is about 200 metres down this piece of terrain here. There's 2 trees here. It's just past this lump here, just about there. He's down in that, below that very steep piece. So Tom and I are going to try and get him out in a minute. Right, here we are. We got down to the stag. You can see him just lying over my right shoulder there, and this is why we couldn't get him out last night. So we've got to get up over that. We're probably going to go along that way slightly, and then up over that where the ford has been. So it was probably the right decision to leave him here last night. We've galloped him, so he's ready to go. But you can see that would have been pretty treacherous in the half light. Across this clear fell was pretty hard going, and then at the top up here you can see these 2 trees just here. That's where we've got to get to. That's where the truck's going to be. So it's over this piece. There's a relatively small sort of 20-30 metre flat piece, dead flat, where the ford has been, and then we've got another piece like this we've got to get over, and then up by this tree is a very, very steep bank, but we'll be able to use the block and tackle to get up onto that, and then we're on a track, and then he's in the car. And once he's at the car, it's easy then. Oh God, hang on, wait there. Right. Well, we've done it. We got him up the hill. It's a proper job. Really pleased. We got a stag. We only saw a couple of others. I think this will probably be one of the last times I come up to this bit, but really exciting trip. Loads of snow, different weather conditions. It's very cold today. Yesterday was a lovely day. We worked bloody hard for that deer. We've been all over the place, and we've brought him up from down there, about 250 metres down that sheer face, and this flat bit was easy. And then lucky for me, Silent Tom thought he was strong enough to carry him up the last steep bit, so he did. So homeward bound now. We pack up the car. We got the stag in the back, and just the long drive back to Wiltshire. So happy days.